What is up, fam? This is Dan Max, City XP Realty, aka the trading agent. Your boy here is at one of our new build investment properties, the David Weekley property here in North Central Park, Denver. The current price point for these properties is a 4 bedroom, 4 bath, 2,800 square foot paired home. They're running at about $700,000 right now, which seems high, but let's talk about it and walk through, and we'll talk about the dynamics of the Colorado market. So let's get going. I'm going to flip the camera. So we're going to start off in the garage. A lot of people, when they're walking through houses in the construction process, they complain about how dirty something is or how things look. And I always tell people it's like sausage being made. You don't want to see it. You just want the end product. You don't want to see it made. So it just kind of is what it is at this point. It is nice to see that the construction looks pretty good. Looking at the studs, looking at the plywood, nothing too bad. I mean, there's a hole here and there, but the stuff is all going to be covered. It all looks pretty sound. One of the things that I tend to look for is that when the studs are being plywood is being nailed into the studs, you don't want to see a ton of these. And it happens where sometimes they miss as they're coming through. The reason being, I mean, it's just sloppy action, but I would say 95% of them made it through, which maybe 98, which is a pretty good percentage considering the supply constraints and the labor shortages. I'm looking out here in the garage. I don't see anything too crazy. Again, I see one or two nails that may have missed, but overall, I'm not too concerned about it. David Weekley is a solid home builder. They make high-end to medium-end products. I would say this is one of their medium-end products. But keep in mind, as I told you guys, this is a paired home. As you can see, there's two entrances here. It'll be split right down the middle. And as we walk in here from the garage, see a big open kitchen concept, which is cool from left to right. You can see that this little door here is going to be the pantry. This will be the island. Let me see if I can zoom that out. I can't. Got a window here. Got a window facing back. Got a few windows facing, which is ultimately going to be a small yard. Unfortunately, one of the things that people don't like about Colorado or Central Park area, sometimes the smaller yards. I'm okay with it. Don't have to do yard work. It's not a big deal for renting. If you ever drive around these areas, you will notice that there's tons of parks that are shared by everybody. So I'm a big fan of this area for the investment property, low maintenance. All right, so some of the things that I'm looking for as I'm walking through here, again, just want to see how the studs are, the drywall, or no, sorry, I keep saying drywall, the plywood is being nailed in. I'm not seeing any missed spots as I look up and down the walls. That's funny, things just hanging there. One of the things I like to look for too as I'm walking around, just listen. I want to hear that the plywood floors are stable. One of the things that I think people run into when they don't walk around, say they're in the pre-built process, is pay attention to where the seams come together. Now, we've all had homes that have the squeaks, squeak, squeak, squeak. One of the reasons that is because the nails are not driven into the studs or the beams running along under the subfloor. And so if you don't have that structure tight down in time, this will start to float at the seams, and usually you'll get that squeakiness. And it's pretty easy to fix, but it's one of those things you get on Amazon. It's a long screw. You have to know where your plywood is, your subfloor is attached to the studs under there. And when you figure that out, it's a really long screw, and it tightens that plywood sheet down to the stud. And once that stud is hit, you just break off the head of the screw. You can't really do it, obviously, with hardwood floors, but if you have carpet, it's very easy to do. All right, as we walk in here, this is going to be one of the powder rooms, or it is a powder room. So a little bathroom up here with a little closet. Again, it's a nice open layout, simple for an investment property. I know I'm a big fan of this stuff because it's And it's just easy. It's easy maintenance, low yard. I mean, when you think about the property, we're looking to get around $4,000 of cash flow. This intention was to get the parents to maybe move out here, but unfortunately, I think they're not going to do so in the near term. Let's get down into the basement. You'll see. Again, it's messy. It is what it is. But here's what I'm talking about. If you the plywood misses the joist here, you get some total issues. So, in the sense that that plywood will, oops, squeak. Same thing you can get actually with the stairs if they're not attached correctly. You'll get some sounds. As we walk through here, this is going to be the mechanical room. I know it's a little dark. Here's like the living, like the open, like rec room down here. Over here on the right, you got a bathroom, big bedroom, closet back there. So think about it. You got a bedroom, decent space, and you're gonna have a. Looks like this is gonna be open. I don't know how they're gonna enclose this, how they are or aren't. That's gonna be something we'll see as we get closer to the end. I wouldn't mind them putting like a drywall space. You could put almost like a secret room there behind under these steps. If someone didn't know what's going on, you can buy those cabinets. They're fun. Let's go upstairs real quick. Appreciate you taking the time to walk around. Again, you see these little gaps. You're hoping at some point they will foam these, and it's that orange insulation foam. It just kind of, for the most part, fills any gap so that air cannot blow through in the wind. Here we are upstairs. It's considered bedroom 2. It is facing west, which is nice. Decent size. Decent closet. Interesting nook back here for the HVAC. I don't know what we're going to do right here, but at this point, it just is what it is. It is slightly awkward. Here on the right, you're going to have the bathroom that shares for the 2 bedrooms that are smaller up here. It's got a tub, sink, vanity. Here's your bedroom 3. If you consider the bedroom downstairs 1. Decent sized little closet. Again, windows luckily not facing the other home directly across. Here's going to be your washer dryer set, as you can see. Let's walk through the owner's bedroom. Decent sized space, not huge, but one of the things you have to compromise here is with these mid-tier homes is what are you going to do with the space? Do you want a huge bedroom with no closet or smaller bathrooms? I personally think this is just fine because you have tons of space in here. So let's go in the owner's bath. You're going to have poured pan shower. You're going to have tub. You got your 2 sinks. You have your little water closet for pooping. And then you have a decent sized closet. Now, again, it's, say this is like almost 15 feet going back. That's plenty of space. Now, again, do you want more space in the bedroom or do you want bigger closets? That's kind of the compare and contrast. So at this point, just looking at some of the roof stuff, I let them know. You can see that those corners look a little shitty. Some of the plywood, I warned them that if someone stepped on that, putting the roofing on, they might put their foot through the roof. At this point, again, with supply constraints and the economy, you get what you get. It's not ultimately going to just be the end of the world, but you'd like you'd like them to build it proper. You can't control every part of the process, but that's what the inspections are for, so you don't get too crazy. Let's walk out here looking to the west. Again, this is why I love Colorado. It is a little windy today. April is typically a windy time of the year. You can see the mountains in the distance. We got some nice homes around here. All right, well, if you got any questions, hit me up. You know where I'm at. If you're looking to invest in real estate, something I enjoy thoroughly. I think it's one of the best returns on your cash long term in the sense that you will get guaranteed equity because people always need a place to live. Stocks, bonds, market, gold, Bitcoin, it's always going to fluctuate with demand. People always need places to live. And one of the great things about investing in real estate is people aren't buying and your equity is not growing. The rental market is screaming higher. And when I say the rental market is screaming higher, that means that people will pay higher to rent. And that's just such a nice benefit. that you can't get with anything else. So in a sense that the housing market can weaken, the rental market will heat up, and that's a good hedge. So I hope this stuff helps. Good chatting with you guys. Again, Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the trading agent. Hit me up if you got any questions. 720-255-1033. Talk to you later.